this happen? Or is it a notion that builds the front steps, allowing you onto the veranda and inside the home, and there people are talking? A song can be heard, reluctantly projected, yet the notes and the words embed the walls, the floors, the curtains, the bed clothing and where it still lays as if someone has just risen, taken their rested body down the hall in an attempt to start the day. You decide. It's a lifetime ago, something left behind, never capable of being refreshed then or now, but where slithers of memory continue to pierce and lay upon the mind and bring on reflection. Two people, a home, a life. There are no children, a bearable incompleteness. They were lovers, but above all, they were companions that shared the day, its news and its excitement, its disappointments. One is not a native of this land and carries an awkwardness, like a subtle limp, an outsider's repose. 50 years have passed, but in this earlier time they were young. The horizon was not yet in view. There is a house, a veranda at the front, 2 steps high, no railing. Some of the veranda boarding is splintered and rotting in places. The house is weatherboard, painted a soothing shade of lilac with eaves and fascias white, and a shingled roof showing a hint of decay with random contrast, brought by the patches of forever lichen. The house sits peacefully just off Juniper Road, not 5 miles from the intersection with the 185 in Hartford County, Connecticut. A gravel road brings the outside world to the house. A flagstone path with an impassive twist lies between the front waist-high timber-slatted fence and the veranda. There hangs a simple wire gate that sometimes latches, but just as easily and more so usually slips the latch and moves comfortably backwards and forwards with the breeze. Or it makes a sweet yet intruding sound, especially on a summer's evening, a sound that is known and comforting. To the side of the gate is a letterbox. It has been crafted from a timber fruit case, now only faintly displaying it was once proudly painted a boisterous red. It no longer supports a number. No need to in these parts. It is known by all those who need to know it as the Lilac House. Letters would invariably fall out of the letterbox and lay scattered on the ground, creating little or no consternation, as if it was seen as an endearing characteristic. There is a simple yet paradoxically full garden at the front of the house, providing a forum for raucous lavender shrubs and a handful of hardy old rose bushes, all drawn together by a rock border and shell grit underfoot. Neighbours lie about a quarter of a mile either side. There is space here. There is an overwhelming sense of country, offering seclusion, a place to think and create. If you were to pass by this house, it would catch your eye, not by the grandeur it doesn't possess, but by its innate attachment to country, to its surrounds. It belongs. It's no palace, not by a long shot, but it is unmistakably a home. There is a creative pool they slip into and paddle around individually and certainly together. Thought would surface from time to time on the subject of children, which the vigour and the human pull their relationship possessed would usually parcel it up and put it to one side, ready for when both felt strong enough to attack the lower slopes of the mountain. There were many times of love and laughter, and when there wasn't, there was no freefall, because respect and compassion were set tightly by both. This had been their safety net for some time, but life can eventually require more. There would be a time when the incompleteness could not be endured for any longer. There is no recrimination, no residual untidiness, but there is a longing to always remember that time. It just will not go away. The Lilac House, the wire gate that would swing peacefully in the summer breeze. down the ages, through the ether. I still think of you. Can you hear me? Are you there? Just breathe.